When you follow these steps, handling a narcissist becomes easy. Have you ever thought about how to handle narcissists in your life, or even questioned if you're interacting with one? Today, we're exploring the intricate dynamics of narcissism and discussing why trying to change them is futile. Let's be honest, engaging with narcissists can be exceptionally difficult. You might find yourself wondering, how should I communicate with these individuals? Can I sustain a relationship with them? And how do I know if one is influencing my life? Here's the essential takeaway. Don't squander your effort trying to reform a narcissist. Trust me, I've been down that road, attempting to mend what seems unfixable. It's not your responsibility, and it likely won't succeed. Many believe that regardless of your efforts, altering a narcissist is impossible. Although it's theoretically feasible for anyone to evolve, narcissism is a deeply rooted characteristic that is frequently unchangeable. Are you interested in the origins of narcissism? Is it inherent or shaped by surroundings? The reality is that studies are still inconclusive, but it is generally accepted that narcissistic traits arise from extreme circumstances. A child who is either excessively spoiled or significantly neglected may develop narcissistic tendencies. I frequently highlight that our role isn't solely to nurture children, but to cultivate capable adults. Every interaction you have with your child prepares them for the future. For instance, if you overly pamper your child as if they were a demanding adult, they might grow into a self-important individual. On the flip side, a child who has suffered neglect or abuse may react by adopting an arrogant front as a protective strategy. This behavior is similar to striking first to avoid emotional harm, causing them to project an air of superiority to fend off criticism or judgment. They often try to distance themselves from others to prevent feeling vulnerable. As you nurture your children, you'll observe them navigating different stages of development, such as being afraid of the dark or delighting in games like peekaboo. These shifts aren't instinctual or instantaneous. Rather, they form an integral part of their maturation journey. Does grasping these stages simplify interactions? Not always, particularly if you struggle with empathy. While having knowledge can help in handling these moments, I choose to remain optimistic. Some mental health challenges, such as phobias and anxiety, may respond positively to treatment, but personality disorders often pose a more significant obstacle. People dealing with these disorders frequently rationalize their actions, perceiving them through a personal moral framework. They might wonder why any changes are necessary, especially if they see their circumstances as part of a greater divine plan. Individuals with narcissistic tendencies typically regard themselves as unique, unparalleled, and completely in command. They usually fail to recognize any flaws in their actions, perceiving themselves as above criticism and inherently superior. For them, everything appears to be running smoothly, so there's no incentive to alter their behavior. They often attribute any discontent or challenges to those around them, rather than reflecting inward. Their mindset tends to be, the problem is with you, not me. You need to elevate your efforts. Because they do not see any shortcomings within themselves, they lack motivation to make changes, and consequently have no checklist for personal growth. Many people experiencing personality disorders lack a strategy for self-improvement, as they view their actions as safeguards that contribute to their achievements or assist them in reaching their objectives. If changing them seems impossible, redirect your attention to how you engage with them. It's vital to steer clear of becoming ensnared in their self-centered chaos, which can feel like plunging into a bottomless pit from which there is no exit. It's crucial to recognize that you are not accountable for their transformation. Should you try to establish limits, chances are they will be disregarded. Additionally, it's important not to allow anyone else to dictate your self-esteem, whether in romantic, familial, or work-related relationships. If you permit them, they will likely undermine your confidence to boost their own self-image, a strategy I call leveling. They may feel compelled to either elevate themselves by devaluing you or keep you from being an advantage. By preserving your self-worth and inner peace while remaining authentic, your stability and happiness will become a source of discomfort for them. They will strive to erode that sense of worth and tranquility to reinforce their superiority. Therefore, safeguarding your identity and self-respect is imperative, ensuring that they cannot diminish it. As I have previously emphasized, setting boundaries is essential. Steer clear of being lured in, and ensure you don't become bait yourself. At this point, you likely grasp the concept. The scenario intensifies when such individuals direct their hostility towards you. Defending yourself isn't solely about protection, it's about affirming your rights while still respecting others. To be assertive involves taking ownership of your space without inflicting harm. However, when someone infringes upon your rights to assert their own, it shifts into a form of aggression. This behavior exemplifies how a narcissist manipulates you through tactics like gaslighting. When encountering individuals like this, always stay ready as if you're equipped with a safety net, because any mishap will likely be attributed to you. They will hold you responsible for every issue, asserting it's your fault if they stumble or err. Common remarks you might hear include, "Why didn't you tell me? It's not a big deal. Just let it go. Why are you so upset? Why are you making such a big deal out of nothing? What's wrong with you?" They will often revert to questioning your state of being, quick to label you as overly emotional. These phrases are their usual tactics. Lacking firm boundaries may lead you to doubt yourself, wondering, "Am I the problem? Is it really my fault?" It's vital to remember our discussion whenever these moments occur. Keep in mind that the purpose of today's talk is to equip you for precisely these kinds of situations.